What's your name? My name is Clare Louise T. Reyes. I graduated BS Pharmacy, major in Clinical Pharmacy year 2018 in the University of Santo Tomas. The title of my research was Effectiveness of Tinospora sinensis extracts in reducing the symptoms of allergic contact dermatitis on Dinitrofluorobenzene induced mice using oral route administration. The what is the type of your research? The type of my research it was experimental, and we did it by group. Can you tell me details about your research? Basically, my research was all about creating extracts from makabuhay stems in treating allergic contact dermatitis. So, what we did was, of course, we extracted the active constituents from the Tinospora or the makabuhay stems, and we formulated it with a specific concentration to make to be able to meet to be able to treat allergic contact dermatitis. So after preparing your extracts, we acclimatize the animal since we are dwelling on experimental type of research. Our test animals was mice. So we shaved their abdomens, and after that, it is the next step was to sensitize them. Sensitize them meaning we induced allergic contact dermatitis on the stomach of the mice using your dinitrofluorobenzene. Then after sensitizing them with the allergic contact dermatitis or your dinitrofluorobenzene, we used the extracts we made from the start, from step 1, to treat them. We had 7 groups, each containing 10 mice. Each group had different concentration of our extracts to see which of the extracts are most effective. Then we treated them 6 days consistently. Same time, 6 days. Then on the 7th and 8th and ninth day, the results were gathered. We compared the thickness of the erythema from the day 1, since we elicited the allergic contact dermatitis, until the last day, which is the 6th day. If we had differences, we had improvements from the extracts we created. Next, how much is the budget spent? We had no idea on the budget spent our research since our thesis was sponsored by our professor. The time spent, what is that? How long did you spend on creating your research? We spent 1 month, 1 to 2 months on creating our research. And what are your experiences during your research? My experiences during our research was actually fun and tiring. Fun, the experimental part, but tiring. The real job was really writing your research from chapters 1 to 5. That's the hard part, because you have to cite the right references. You have to be specific with the results gathered. We never tampers we never tamper with the results, since our research was experimental. Um, we encountered problems on the timetable because we had to defend our thesis. We had to defend our thesis by the last week of the second month. So first, before defending our thesis, we had to proofread. We had to proofread it. We have to proofread it. Um, we had to send it to our thesis advisor, and then make necessary revisions before defending it. The real problem there is handling your time, since we had only like 2 months to prepare and write all chapters 1 to 5. What is your advice for you? What is my advice for the upcoming researchers? My advice is that you should choose your research wisely. You should know, you should want your research topic that much to finish it from start to bottom. Since if you don't have interest about your research, you won't be able to finish it with like credibility. So you have to be interested in it. You have to make a timetable to enable to for it to be finished like on time. And you should learn how to work with others since it's a group work, or if your research was done individually, then you have to allot specific time for it to be finished. The basic rule here is whatever the results are or is, you should never really tamper it. You should be honest as a researcher. That's the whole purpose of researching, by the way, is knowing whether this or that is effective or not. You should be honest. For you can write it sa recommendations if nagkamali, ganun. You can always write it sa recommendations, but the rule is never tamper. Be honest. Kaya nga researchers.